So first of all, so here's the book. I have to show you the book. I want you to get a book. This is a great author, Thomas G. Beccaro. Great guy. We have Tom on the show. Tom, as you know, he's regular because he's great. Great guest. The Divided Era. Okay, The Divided Era. Boom. You got to check that out. We're going to talk about this great writer. He's got so many great things to talk about. Before we do, you have to get into what we were just talking about. Your daughter.
Well, first of all, I want to say how tired I am. I had to walk all the way down here because I didn't get a car sent for me. What the hell kind of show is this?
We don't. I don't.
I had to walk all the way from Midtown.
Tom, look at this. You see this cane?
Oh,
because
my
I had
God.
surgery. Did they send a car because I had surgery? No. I'm limping. Past the Mike Gallagher big building over there. Next time we'll send a car. Matt, you want to write that down? We'll get a car from
right
Double
on.
Carl. Sure. Hey, so
Right to Rikers. Can you drive to Rikers or not?
So it's great that your daughter. First of all,
Okay, so
we're going to Italy.
I'm going to Italy. You know, I went in March.
Yeah, you go there all the time.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
Next time I come, I'm coming back in like 2.5 weeks. I'm going to bring you something from California. I'm making the promise on air, so now I got to do it. But you will like it.
A homeless person.
So no,
that was a really bad joke, and I apologize for it. I apologize.
So
right
anyway,
off
I
the
went
bat
in
for
March.
that.
I went in March. I love it. I went to Lucca and again to Florence. You know, Florence is my favorite place in the world.
Is that where your family's from?
Lucca. See,
very nice.
Yes, from Lucca. I was actually married in Lucca.
Thank you for talking to me because I'm from the South. I appreciate that.
No, my mom's Sicilian on both sides.
Oh,
we don't talk
baby.
about.
That's
Can we
what I'm
talk
talking
about that?
Come on.
You know, and her maiden name, I told you this is Firenze, right? Like Florence, because
I love
a lot of people in the South took names from the North so that people wouldn't know they were from. Did you know that?
No. This is great. I love these facts. Like, tell me. So they made up names because when if I talk to a waiter and they know I'm from like Avellino, it's like, ugh, I get that a little bit, from Rome and above. I'm right.
Exactly.
So they would change their names.
They would take, so like I have a friend from high school's last name that you might recognize as Genovese, but in fact, he was from the South. He wasn't from Genoa. So they did that. They took the northern name because the way the North looked at the South is not unlike how someone from Manhattan would look at Alabama.
Somebody or New Jersey.
This is what I'm saying.
So you went there. So you're going to
take. Do you know anyone from Jersey?
You're going to take your daughter. You can take your daughter with you.
And her great boyfriend.
Okay. Let me stop right there. See, this is what I have beautiful kids. I have 3 beautiful daughters. I dread having to take the boyfriend. And by the way,
I love
my young girls are dating a great kid. So this turned out well for you as a dad?
Yeah. So she tells me, Joe likes this story. She tells me he's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And meets him on an app, right?
Oh, great.
So I'm thinking over under 3 tattoos, job once a week. I'm like,
just enough to pay for a meal.
Yeah, right. So, no. What, Taco Bell or what? So anyway, he's a great kid. His great family from Ohio. He's from Ohio. He's actually Catholic. We're Catholic.
Oh my
gosh. So he's got a great job with a whatchamacallit firm, M&A firm, works really hard, treats her well. They're inseparable. I hit the jackpot. I tell people.
God bless you, man.
Money all. I say, Money, if this is what's behind door number 1, I'm not. And that is, of course, my biggest fear, right?
Yep.
Like you would.
Yep.
And when you have a little girl, when you have a little girl, when you have a boy, you worry about one boy. When you have a little girl, you worry about every boy on the globe.
Yeah, that's right. So for you did good. God bless you, brother.
Wow,
so you're taking the guy with you to Italy.
And I was a single dad for I don't know if you know this. I brought my daughter up virtually by myself for the whole time.
Good fist bump on that one, pal. I'm right with you on that.
That's why I'm still single.
I know, but people don't understand that. I got to tell you, because as a single dad, this is it, and we'll move on to politics, but this is great. When people say, oh, when you're with your kid, you can't say, and people don't understand it. Married people don't understand when you can say, honey, could you get...
Right?
Donna, would you please help?
No.
Can I? You are the safety net. You're the safety net on all fronts, on safety.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
that's hard.
God bless you for
that.
that.
But I don't regret anything whatsoever.
And you never met anybody after that? No.
Well,
Oh, we can get into this with
I'm
Tom.
kind of a hard sell, Piscopo.
Oh, we got to find it. We got to dig into this one, Big Al. We got to dig into this. We'll get to the politics. Stay tuned.
Because of the southern part. No.
So
look, I got a new piece out on Fox this morning.
Good diversion. but well done. Well done. You mentioned Fox. You piqued my interest. I'm listening.
Actually, I have a new TV show out. It's called Politics in Perspective on the Chronon app out of San Francisco. It's KRON app.
Yeah, I heard of that. Sure.
So I do that.
Okay.
It comes every Wednesday night at 7:40. But I have this new piece in Fox talking. It's called Decoding the Democrats' Rush to Impeachment. There's a reason it's happening today and not 3 months from now, and a couple of serious points here.
Yeah.
Number one, overall, this is not the Democrat Party of the past. It truly is become captive to the left. They're playing king of the hill to rush up the hill to be socialist. I mean, do you know Elizabeth Warren's program would increase the federal budget from $5 trillion to $18.
Yeah.
That's socialism overnight. Joe Biden's going to be collateral damage to that because the first socialist is never the last, and they get discarded quickly. But the point is that they are horrified of Trump's reelection. The idea that he could appoint more to the Supreme Court is they care more about Ruth Bader Ginsburg than the unemployment rate. So they are in a frenzy. That's number one. Number two, and we talked about this, they got to get out in front of Barr, declassification, John Durham, because they want to say the reason why they're doing this stuff is retaliation. It's not because it's true, they want to say, it's because we caught them first. So they want to be proactive.
That's right.
Is it right? Of course it isn't right. I was the one in a Fox piece who broke the story, at least I think I did, about the treaty. I wrote first about the Ukrainian treaty and the right to ask for reciprocal help in criminality. And then they had to look at that and said, oh, I didn't know that you were allowed
No,
to.
I should know that. You wrote that first.
On a Fox piece, the 10 things you should know. You know, you should read me. Maybe if he was on Twitter, you think we would get something done here? Who is this guy? Just because he's...
If I had my Twitter account working, I would read. Tom, how long ago did you write that, brother?
Last week.
Look at this.
Right when it was breaking.
Yeah.
There it was. Because, look, he's a head of state. Of course you get to ask for help. You know, they're like, oh, he did this. It must be wrong. You know, as a lawyer, I can tell you this. It depends on the context of things. I tell people, this is my example. If you're driving 65, are you going to get a ticket? Well, it depends. If you're doing it on Wall Street, probably. But if you're on the freeway, probably not. So that's the point. You have to look for the context of his discussion. William Barr has had him ask heads of state to get to the bottom of the past. Here's my one last comment for everybody to listen to this. This is really important. The Democrats' theory is their operating MO right now is the Trump administration cannot investigate the past because it will help his reelection. That's their theory. They are immune from going back, or he cannot investigate Joe Biden because it'll help him personally. So therefore, they're granted immunity for the last 2 or 3 years. It's absurd, but that's the argument they want to win.
Tom Beccaro right there. Where can we find you on the podcast? This is great.
TomDell.com or KRON.TV.
And the book right here, thank you, George. The Divided Era right there by Thomas G. Beccaro. He's Italian. This is the man. Tom, great shot, man. Appreciate it. That is vital.
Thanks for coming. You let me go early because I got to walk all the way back, right?
Get the car. Call the car. Yeah, we'll get one for you. It'll be good. 8:35 with Joe. Mike Gallagher's coming up, and Big Al Gattuso standing by with the head.